Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, Bohemia and Historical Immersion. So, Bohemia is still in the aftermath of the Hussite Wars. We are doing kind of good, getting a bit of money. We are having our advisors work at the maximum overdrive. They're making us fairly good amounts of diplomatic, administrative and military points. But I'm starting this episode by showing you, or by taking the technology of shell-built ships, which is a level 10 diplomatic technology. Shell-built ships. As the cog reached its structural limits, shipwrights cast about for larger designs that could carry more cargo. The hulk was a riverboat developed in the Low Countries, shell-built with crooks of timber to reinforce it. It could be built much larger than a cog. So this increases our colonial range, our trade range, gives us a bit of extra naval maintenance, which is not really a problem, and allows us to build a number of ships which we cannot build. Now, as far as the Empire goes, I managed to keep it as a tight ship. We have a number of, conflicts every year that are quickly resolved by the intervention of the Emperor, who requests they release their provinces. So like here, Trier, we demand unlawful territory and they will release it. So people kind of respect us. You have to say that is really good. The peace is helping, and the fact that we have some free cities is helping. And okay, so we get 116 member states. It's actually pretty good. We still haven't managed to get a royal marriage that would produce a spouse for our king. And as I can see, the centralization is dropping. That's interesting. Let's increase the Euro centralization and cancel the current we had. The Bohemian Renaissance. A school of thought called humanism spread out of Italy, claiming that since God gifted man with intellect, intellectual pursuit was divine. Happening at a time when Greek scholars fleeing the decline of Byzantium brought back ancient texts that the West had forgotten. This led to the rediscovery and appreciation of ancient Roman writers and artisans for their brilliance rather than their condemnation as pagans. The new literate middle class that had arisen from the Black Death was just the audience to enthusiastically rediscover the glories of Rome, and this rebirth of classical culture spread across Europe in a splendid flowering of culture. However, the same ideas also led to heresy. Seeing the brilliance of ancient Rome, some humanists began to believe that reason could justify their lack of faith and began to judge everything with reason, even the church itself. Okay, so the church must come first. Choosing the Renaissance is a signal that this country will stay loyal to the Pope during Reformation. It is not binding for human players. Or embrace secular humanism. Let's go with the church must come first. We have fought hard for the church, so we will make it stay. As far as our plans for this episode go, I have none, really. It's just to... Oh, we have the missionaries. Okay, so we need to get rid of the heretics. Oh, holy hell. We can... Expulsion of heretics. The presence of unbelievers in Bohemia undermines its unity and stability. Bohemian religious leaders say we should force them to convert or find a new home elsewhere, leaving their property behind. This decision will convert as much as 10% of the population in each province to the Catholic faith, but it will greatly upset the target religion and could lead to an uprising or even a civil war. It is best to use this option when a heresy is widespread but not dominant. Note, if you have many religions in your nation, you may need to scroll down with the mouse wheel. So you can expel the Jews, or we can expel the Chaldeans. Actually, I don't think this goes well with... We do have the Inquisitor, but... Is there a... Convert heretics peacefully? Oh, we need stability of at least 1. Okay, so how is our stability? 55 out of 100. Well, this would help, but I'm not entirely sold on the idea. Okay, we'll just hope that some things will present themselves. We keep losing money, gaining money, losing money, gaining money. I'm hoping that in the 3 years we'll be able to repay the loans. We'll see what kind of events the game will throw our way. We can take the first bureaucracy idea, which is the collaboration. Collaboration. As we integrate locals into our bureaucratic system, our people will feel they have a larger stake in the government and be more accepting of government presence in their lives. So construction time lowered by 20%, as state maintenance lowered by 10%, which kind of drastically lowered the public services and tolls that we pay. We were losing about 1.4 gold, and now we're down to minus 0.74. So in case things go up again, it's going to be nice. It would be really good if we could get some more positive events, but so far we're just getting, shitty things like poor uniforms and stuff like that. It's really not fun. It's October 1323 and Constantinople has fallen into the hands of the Ottomans. The once proud city has been annexed, and that is the official end of the Empire of the Romans. Unfortunately, that is the truth. Ottomans seem to be doing much better in this playthrough than in the other ones. We'll see how they are going to spread around Anatolia into... what is this? Into Tarnovo? Tarnovo and Vidin. Interesting, I don't know these nations. Tarnovo is usually much smaller, and so is Vidin. There's also very strong Wallachia here, so we might see some decent religious wars. I'm also kind of surprised at how Eretnitz grown. I don't think they were this big in the beginning. As far as Russia goes, Novgorod is still present, Muscovy getting stronger, actually fighting with Trebizond, annexing their provinces and expanding into the Blue Horde. I'm interested in seeing whether or not they're gonna annex the rest of the White Horde, or if Lithuania is gonna do that. We'll see about it. Naples being strong, Aragon being strong, Mamluks still, we see Makuria now. Interesting. I had to fire one of my advisors because he was too old, and I would really like to repay the loans that we will have to on 5th of August, but I'm not entirely sure we're gonna make it. I should have fired him sooner. Oh well, not much to do about it right now. I'm not gonna... I could fire Václav Sokol, but it seems like it might be a problem. Oh, but we could get Heinrich Zherotin later on. That would be a good idea. Making the ideas cheaper, but would that make any difference? Let's do the math. It's 8 months by 0.8. It would be about 7 gold, slightly less. We're gonna get about 16. It's 58, 64. Nah, I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. There isn't anything else I can do with this. Actually, I could demand Corby labor from you. Let's do that. That should greatly increase our income. Yeah, 2.95. And we're gonna fire Václav Sokol. He's... Well, actually, that's January 8. It's free gold. I think now we might make it if we fire him. So let's fire him. Kotsko shifts to German Silesian. What? My king, due to migration and assimilation of population of Kotsko, it became German Silesian. That's Vogtland. Where the hell is Kotsko? Huh? Oh, here. It used to be Silesian. What's the culture like? I was not expecting this. Where are the cultures? Political map modes. Cultures. Well, where the hell did you guys come from? From Ratibor and Gogau. Wow, that's interesting. These are Silesian, Sorbian, and the rest is Bohemian. Are we actually... Wait. Check population data. Cultural conversion. Yeah, there's a conversion in progress. Is it the one that I'm looking for? That would be interesting to see. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Cessation of the church functions. Noble families were often granted control over church lands, and appointments were made in many states in exchange for cash contribution to the crown's effort. The crown, of course, lost control over some revenues this way in exchange for a short-term boost in revenue. So hey, we're gonna do that. That's gonna give us 103.5 gold. I'm gonna lose a bit of national tax modifier, but extra people influence and the greater nobles gain loyalty. I call that a win. I call that a win. We're actually making quite a lot of money now, and we'll be able to repay both of the loans. Actually, we can do that immediately. So let's do it and reap the benefits. Now we are loan free, we have the money, and unfortunately we can't really train the army. But I could at least reinforce it a bit. We need 535 men. This means 300 will reach it. Okay, 280. This should reinforce the army in 2 months, and we'll be able to maybe start drawing it again. On the other hand, I would probably like to save up a bit of cash. We have been going a bit under recently. And this guy is really looking good for me. Especially because of the bonuses and the fact that we need the bureaucracy ideas finished, and he would give us extra bonus and plus extra prestige and lower the idea cost. Still can get royal marriage with anyone. That is really shitty. Especially since it's been 6 years. Everyone is so freaking healthy. It's really bothersome. Come on, reinforce the men. Reinforce them. And then we are going to see if we can hire the advisor. Okay. So now when I lower the maintenance, it's 4.03. That would be enough. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hire Indrik Jerotin. That's gonna kill our budget for the coming months. But hey, we really need to finish the bureaucracy ideas. And he's gonna help with that greatly. The House of Lichnowsky. With the union of Peter I and Marie, we have gained not only a spouse but also a new ally in the realm. The Lichnowsky is an old and influential family, and their seat in Chasovsko is a jewel of the kingdom. Of course, friendships have to go both ways, and Marie will be expected to speak for her kin, while our king will be expected to consider such advice very carefully. Okay, Marie is nice, and we got easy. Okay, let's name him Petra as well, after his father. So we have Peter I, Peter II. Let's see how far this dynasty will go. Wow, our queen is so young. That is almost unsettling. Well, Indrik has been hired. We're already reaping the benefits, and the adaptability will help a bit. I'm actually looking forward to the ethics, the civil service, the integration, but mostly to the centralization and the bonus monthly autonomy change, which will greatly strengthen our hold over our kingdom. Oh, nice! Okay, my plan with the road to Wrocław has worked, and the autonomy there is now dropping. That is good. Well, the time has come for the Emperor to declare war on the despicable Burgundy, which I have just done. Burgundy is currently fighting two wars. They're defending against France and against Bohemia, where we are going to try to reclaim the provinces that they owe the Empire, which are these three plus Utrecht. I think it's possible. We can't really see that right now, but I'm already sending my armies led by our leader Peter I Kinsky, who is unfortunately not a really good fighter. Oh, Javor shifts to German Silesian. That's interesting. These coaches are really spreading here. Are we accepting that? No. That's interesting. Well, our troops are marching. Wait, hold on. There's a Burgundian army here. Can you fight them? 2nd of January. They got... Oh wow, they got a really good leader. Let's avoid that. What is that? The Trilingual College. Oh, that's the Prague event. Indrik Jerotin is causing a stir in Prague by announcing the opening of a college there. As humanism spread, so did study of the classics. Once thought destroyed, many classics were rediscovered in Greek texts, but very few scholars could read Greek. To encourage study, Indrik Jerotin wrote a Greek dictionary and opened a college that would teach students three languages, the sacred language of Latin, Greek, and Hebrew, the better to study the Bible and the classics in their original form. Okay, so this is a different event than I thought it was, sorry. This had caused a backlash as church theologians worried that untrained Christians reading the Bible will misunderstand its nuances and study in foreign tongues will reintroduce long-dead heresies. The controversy had only spurred the Indrik Jerotin onward, however. Now we have a request for the king to provide a royal funding for a library of humanist texts to support the college. Holy hell. So we can establish a royal library which will cause a religious scandal, or let it succeed or fall on its own merits. Which is probably the best option here, or shut it down. Let's let it fall and grow on its own merits, and we can take the next idea, which is adaptability. Adaptability. Bureaucracies must adapt to changing conditions and local variations. A less rigid system makes it much easier to integrate newly acquired lands. Extra administrative efficiency. Now, Bohemia has declared war on Burgundy. We called in all of our allies. That means Meissen, Poland, and subsequently Lithuania and Austria. I'm hoping that we can gain some foothold in here. I'd like to get these provinces. Let them release Utrecht. And I'd probably like more reparations. We'll see how that goes, if we'll be able to do it. Come on, go, go, go. We need to be careful. I send my troops in. We're gonna strongly encourage shooting. Wait, what is happening here? No! There's a Florentine army. Oh, they've been hired by Bologna. And they got a damn good leader. Crap. We're gonna get massacred here. Their shock value is much higher than ours. And they got way more modern troops, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is really bad. Plus they're sending in reinforcements. Okay. Well, we killed less than they did, but hell, we have fought bravely. So that was the first conflict of Peter I Kinski. We'll now return to Bohemia, to the province of Chasovsk. Damn it. Not very well. Not going very well. But we'll see. I hope that they are fighting a good war against France, because I don't want them to lose everything. A masterpiece. Our court painter has drawn to our attention a magnificent new painting finished by a Renaissance master and encourages us to bring it to Bohemia. Oh. The painting is simply a portrait of a nobleman's wife, yet it is far from simple. The portrait is not only beautiful, it also uses a number of techniques unheard of by Bohemian artists. The use of landscapes in the background, the illusion of three-dimensional features through layers of semi-transparent glazes, and the illusion of light and shadow created by painting without outlines. This sfumato technique is groundbreaking, and this painting is a masterpiece of the technique. Surely its enigmatic smile deserves to hang in the king's palace. So we can offer a generous stipend for this great artist to come to Praha, or purchase the painting and display it publicly, or send the artist to study the painting. We're gonna purchase the painting and display it publicly. We need the money for our army. Now, this fight hasn't started well, but we are going to continue. I guess Bologna has a great technological advantage. Well, this was Florence, right? Yeah, they get military technology 13. We got 10. So they got better cannons and probably even something else. Damn it! Well, we're gonna send in our troops again. We have overwhelming numbers against them, so hopefully we'll be able to win this victory soon. So, see you in the next episode, where we are going to conclude this war with Burgundy, hopefully successfully.